Hello there, thanks for clicking on the video. Today I'm out in my bushcraft camp in my garden to do a slightly different type of video. If you watched the last couple of my videos, you may have heard me mention a piece of kit which I had made for collecting rainwater that runs off my tarp. Now the reason I got interested in this was because often I'm camping in peatland areas. The river water's pretty brown, and to push that through a water filter isn't great for the filter. My first design of this kit was based on a YouTube channel called Bushcraft Nature, which is out of Switzerland, and Detlef, the guy who has it, had made a setup which I thought I could adapt to my own use. The reason for this video is I've moved the design on a bit and I've made something which almost anyone could make and use, and which is light, cheap and effective. So I want to share that today with all of you. So this was the original setup, and it was dependent on this component here which I had made. The idea was you tied this end to the corner of your tarp. As the water ran down the tarp, this got wet. The water then trickled and made its way down here. It would enter here and then made its way into the Sawyer bag. Now the whole idea behind this was this could either accept a Sawyer bag, a platypus bag, or a Coca-Cola bottle. If I wanted to, I could reverse this, and then this end could screw into a Sawyer filter. So the idea was the Sawyer filter went in between, and as it trickled, it would clean the water, and you were getting clean water in this bag. And that's all very well, and it did work very successfully. So this component here was the problem. The problem is you need to be a machinist to make it, or you need to have access to machine tools to make it. Could I make this system so that someone with ordinary household DIY tools could make something that would work as well as this does without the machine-made component? And that's what this video is about today. Right, what do you need? Here's the minimal gear. A drill machine, a 5mm drill, just a piece of off-cut wood, and pliers, something to hold it with, and I've even used really basic pliers. This piece here is a bit too big, a bit, and again the only other tool I'm using is a Swiss Army knife. What we're really making here is a toggle. That'll do, I think, to drill the hole. Very carefully. We're trying to drill a hole right down through the middle of this. And that's the most difficult part of it done. What we're going to do now, and I'm going to do it off camera, I'm going to cut this all down and make it neat and nice. And all I'm going to use is a Swiss Army knife. So let me show you how to prepare the paracord. You need about 2.5 inches or so. Just use a lighter. Warm the end up and make it pointy. Now, and it starts to bend, turn it around. Straighten it out. should make it easy to thread. That's it. This in effect is all you need to put into your kit whenever you're going out camping if you want to collect water off your tarp. That and a receptacle to collect it in. Now, you don't have to use a Sawyer bag. You can use any plastic bottle, any water bottle, use a Nalgene bottle, anything that has a neck on it. Because what we need to do is we need to put the paracord down into this and then secure it actually inside the bag. I'm going to show you how to do that now. What you need is a thin piece of wood. Think matchstick. And I'll show you why you need matchstick sized in a second. There's a piece there to do. I'll make it a wee bit smaller because it only has to be strong enough to support the weight of a litre of water, so 1 kilogram or whatever size your bottle is. You then take this and you make a lark's head knot. How do you make a lark's head knot? Make a loop, bend it over till you have a thing like that, and then pull it together like that. Put your bit of stick through and then ease the knot closed with this. Come on. So there we go, lark's head knot. And the thing about this, right, your next move is to take this, slide that in, and once it gets in, it'll open out and the match will jam. Now, why did we want match size? Well, because when you want to get this out, all you do is you break it and it's out. Okay, let me show you how to attach this now to the corner of your tarp. Tarp set up, and there's the corner guy rope. You take that off. Now it's very important that you pass the loop of the guy rope through, because your toggle must go through the cord. The cord is the one that works. You can do it the other way, where the toggle goes through the loop of the fabric loop, but it doesn't work as well. It works better if you use the cord. So I've got the toggle in now. You then take the paracord and pass it up through this. So what I now do is pull the cord up and just gently suspend the bag just a few inches off the ground, and just put some kind of a stopper knot on it. Stop it pulling through and then adjust it. There you are, you're ready to go. All you needed to do is rein. So we've got a DD 2.8 by 1.5 tarp set up in the garden here, and if you see the way it's set up, we have the front line here, which is sort of a ridge line, and then we're lowered at this corner but lowest at this corner, and this is where we're going to put the water gatherer. So the idea is any water that goes on the tarp works its way down, and the majority of it will come to this corner. It'll soak the tape and then soak onto the toggle that we made. The water runs down the paracord and down into the neck of our bottle. And as I say, you can put any bottle here. I've also used, because it's so light, I have a couple of pegs in the bottom and they're tied around the loop that I have on the Sawyer bag. I put that loop in the bottom of the Sawyer bag so that whenever you put dirty water in it, you were able to suspend it up, and then gravity went through the Sawyer filter and into your clean bottle below it. So that's just there now to stabilise it. I've used a wider mouth flask here just to show it actually works better with a wider mouth, because it catches some of the other stuff that actually misses the cord. So you're not limited to specialised bottles. Here I'm just using a Coke bottle. Now, because it has a tapered neck, I had to break the stick. The stick doesn't work well to locate the paracord in the neck of the bottle. So the stick's broken, or half broken, and it's just like an upward pointing V, and it's still keeping the cord just going nicely into the top of the bottle. Because the bottle is now sitting on the ground, I've got 3 pegs around it and a wee bit of paracord pulled around it, just to support the bottle. So we're in the break in the shower just at the moment, so we'll see later on in the evening if we get more rain and how this setup performs. You can see the level of the water there, and it has been raining here for about 15 minutes, which is, in my book, that's a pretty efficient gathering of water. And you can actually see it racing up the neck of the bottle there at the last as it narrows up. That's how quickly it's filling. There we go, overflowing. That's after a 15-minute rainstorm. So just to wrap this up, is this wee device just a gimmick? Some of you might be saying, why not just put a wide mouth bottle onto the corner of your tarp and catch whatever runs off? And yep, sure, you can do that, because I've done that in the past. If it's absolutely pouring down, then you don't need this thing. There'll be loads of water running off your tarp and you can easily fill any bottle you have. But if it's not raining heavily, it's then that I think this becomes useful. Because there are problems when you're collecting water from the tarp. There's finding just the right place to set your bottle, the ground's uneven, or the drip wanders about or blows about, and you don't catch half the water. With this trick, the cord supports the bottle, and the cord channels the water right down into the neck of your bottle. So if the rain is light, then I think this can make your life easier. But you make your own mind up. At the end of the day, it costs pennies to make this. It weighs about 10 grams, so what's to lose? Now, if you've watched the video so far, thank you very much. And if you've any thoughts or comments, please put them down in the comments section. Cheerio.